personal. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I'm about to go live here in a second. You know, it's April 15th that I'm shooting this, so you guys may see this later on. But listen, man, wanted to come out and just make this video real quickly and get my quick thoughts on this while I have time. So a fan recently tweeted Errol Spence Jr. and called him out for his activity or lack thereof, because we know Errol Spence hasn't been very active since the first car crash. And as I'm shooting this video, tomorrow, April the 16th, will mark exactly 1 year to the day that he fought your Dennis Ugas. It's already been a whole year already. So as I've stated many times, much like Crawford, more so than Crawford actually, Errol Spence Jr. is holding the welterweight division up. You know, he's really stymieing and stopping the progress of a lot of the top contenders in this division from them getting their shot at glory. Also, factor in that he really, at least for me, I know people are gonna disagree, but I don't think he's ever been the most keen on fighting Terrence Crawford. That's just me. Now, with that being said, and established here on True School Sports, when the fan called him out on Twitter for his inactivity, and talked about him vacating, he told Errol Spence that pretty much that he should vacate the belts. And to that, Errol Spence said he had two words, and they were two powerful, very direct words, and those words were "strip me," basically saying that the governing bodies should strip him. So I've been saying it for a long time. I've been saying it for God knows how long. Errol Spence Jr. should have been stripped. He ain't fought an IBF mandatory in like 5 years. Factor in, just IBF aside, he hasn't fought, period, in over a year. And there's still, tomorrow's going to be 1 year since the Ugas fight, and there's still no fight that's signed, sealed, and delivered for Errol Spence. So I think it's time to strip him, give him what he wants. Because honestly, like, he was complaining about this in August. Like, this is the God's honest truth. This is not hate. This is not throwing shade. This is the God's honest truth. Everything I'm saying can be fact-checked. He was on Twitter back in August or September of last year complaining about the fact that, he was weight drained, he can't make 147. Then not too long after that, all we heard was the rumors about him fighting Keith Thurman, and we've heard, and we've been promised, and there's been no fight that's signed. There's been no fight that's gonna happen. So my thing is, look, rather than piss off the boxing fans and give the people a fight they really didn't ask for, and a fight that's well past expiration date with Keith Thurman, just do what you want to do. Like, let Errol Spence do what he wants to do, because he doesn't want to be a welterweight anymore. He doesn't want to be undisputed anymore, and he hasn't wanted to be undisputed since Terrence Crawford came in the picture. And that's just the facts. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go fight. Go up there, fight Brian Castano. Go fight Tim Tszyu. Go fight Jermell Charlo. Go fight Brian Mendoza. Go fight them kind of guys, because honestly, look, I don't know how much Errol Spence has left in boxing, but he's a hell of a fighter when he's active. He's got one of the best jabs in the sport. I don't want to see him be anything less than his best. And I think the welterweight division and him staying in this division, trying to, supposedly make this Crawford fight happen, I think it's actually hurt him. It's hurt him as a fighter. It's hurt his growth. It's hurt his ceiling for what he could do in his career. And it's just like, man, I was watching Marlon Starlin last night versus Lloyd Honeygun, and I was like, man, like, these welterweights now, they have some serious issues, because the welterweight division just isn't what it was back then. Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford both had a big responsibility on their shoulders to carry this division, being the guys that are the faces of the division. And they both really haven't done the best job as far as them making the big fight happen. Now, you could sit here and blame Crawford, you could sit here and blame Spence. I have my opinions, you have yours. We can go back and forth on and on for days, but one thing is apparent and one thing is clear, and that's the fact that Errol Spence does not want to be a welterweight. He's literally telling the world, he's telling the boxing fans, they can strip me. I don't care. F these belts. Throw them in the trash cans. Chuck it. Put them in the dirt. He doesn't want to be champion no more. He doesn't want to fight at welterweight division no more. He just, him defending the belts and continuing to establish himself as the best welterweight in the world, it's not something that's on his priority list anymore. So if that's what he wants, if that's what he's asking for, if that's what he's demanding, then Gilberto Mendoza, the WBA, Mauricio Sulaiman, the WBC, Daryl Peoples in the IBF, they gotta do that. Strip him, because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Why should guys like Stanionis, Boots, Verge Ortiz, And even some of the guys that are just trying to make a name for themselves, Cody Crowley and these kind of guys, why should they have to wait for Errol Spence to figure out if he still wants to be a welterweight anymore? It's garbage. It's garbage. Strip him, because he's not going to vacate. He's perfectly fine just sitting around, not doing anything in the division. And it's not being a hater, because I know I'm going to get those comments. It's not being a hater. He literally is saying it on Twitter. He's telling fans on Twitter, strip me of the belt. So if that's what he's saying, then that's all I can interpret it as. He doesn't care about being a welterweight. He doesn't care about being champion. So give him what he's asking for. Now, on that note, you guys can make it that what you will. Just wanted to come here, shoot my little thoughts off on that. I'm going to go live for George for Zhang Zhilei now. And you guys have a blessed day. So like I say in every single one of these videos, you guys can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dingus. So until next time, take care. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.